thick that I don't even want to hit the entire school. I just want to hit the corner. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Look at them all. Okay. I'm gonna have to hit the side of them. Oh my gosh, I've got them jumping in the boat back here. Big, beautiful bait. Turn that well back on. Wow. Big, big, beautiful baits. Let's go fishing. Look at them all. So thick, oh my gosh. That is unbelievable. Hopefully the camera picks it up. More bait than you would ever need. How is it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to Key West Waterman. My name is Aaron Young. It is a beautiful day down here in Key West. Long story short, well, long story probably long. I went out yesterday, I did a little bit of diving, snorkeling around, and I saw a bunch of snook diving, and I saw a ton of bait while I was riding. And it's such a nice day, I figured I'd come out and figured I'd try to catch a snook. That's one thing I've never done a lot of down here, one thing I've never targeted. I don't even think I personally ever caught one. I have a bunch of clients that have caught them when I used to run charters. On accident. We used to catch them all the time fishing for mangroves, but I saw a bunch of snook yesterday and I saw a bunch of bait yesterday, so I caught some bait. I've got the cameras with me, a couple of rods, and we're gonna go see if we can find ourselves a snook, maybe a tarpon or something, who knows. It's a beautiful day, gonna go with the flow, but I've got snook on the brain. So this is where I saw the snook, and it looks like, for good reason, look at all the bait here too. Goodness. There's just bait all over the place, so I'm gonna get set up, work this edge right here, see if we can get lucky. So if you're not familiar with snook, they are one of the most highly regulated species down here. Well, in the state of Florida. They have very limited seasons. They have a slot, I think it's like 28 to 33 inches, and they're open for like a few months at a time. They're just, they're very, very highly regulated. I don't target them a whole lot. There's so many options to target down here, but they are a very popular fishery. And I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I don't know the first thing about catching snook. I know how to catch other fish, and I know that most fish like live bait. So I'm gonna throw a bigger jig here. If I had to guess, snook being a bigger fish, they're gonna want a bigger, fatter live bait. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna pitch them right over here on under this edge. I've dove this before, so it goes way up under there, and I just want enough lead to get that bait kind of down to the bottom, or near the bottom, just drift down slowly. So I've got probably overkill, or for sure overkill. I've got a Saragossa 8000. My other rod's only spooled up with 15-pound mono. And snook, being a stronger, more powerful fish, probably gonna struggle with that. And there is a very, very real chance I'm not even gonna catch one of these things. That is our bait. That is a pilchard. Our go-to bait in the wintertime and springtime. If you can find them year-round, they're great, but they do get a little bit more difficult to find in the summer when it heats up. Gosh, just so much bait here. It's all flipping. Like I said, this rod's overkill for what I'm doing. I don't have anything in between. I've got 40-pound braid and then a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. The bait is just going nuts. It's out there flipping. In jig sizes, you have to fluctuate a little bit. It's not necessarily going to be one size fits all. This one feels like it may be too big. Like this bait went straight down real quick. Give it another try, but I may have to go one size smaller. That bait was pretty much just sinking straight down, so just went a little smaller on the jig. Like I said, I still want it to get down, I just don't want it to go straight down like a rock. Barracudas. I want to get as close to that edge as possible. It's not often these fish will just sit out in the open. They like to be around some type of structure or coverage, overhang of some sort. Some boogie on it, whatever it was. No teeth marks or anything. Hard to say. If you don't see it, that means you get to pick what it was. I'm gonna say it was a snook. Feel good about that. So I'm gonna try and reposition the boat. I've only had one little knock. And I know that even if there's not snook or tarpon or anything under there, I know there's about 6 million mangrove snappers. So I just don't think I'm getting close enough. I'm just gonna try and set the boat a little different. Perfect. That's why I put multiple anchor points on the boat. I can manipulate it and face the way that I want to. Now look at me, I'm right next to it. The camera wasn't on, but I just had the best cast I've had all day. Skipped all the way up underneath and into that little grass ledge, which means I'm not going to catch anything. Whoop. Whoop. Thrown over there 30 times. Haven't seen a single snapper, no strikes. The one time I get it where I wanted it, all the fish came out. It just tells you if you got to get it up in there. Doesn't seem like they like leaving their structure. And they got my bait there. Yep. Alright, so now I know I just got to throw it way back in that tiny little hole. Easy enough. Fishing in a barrel. What we got? Ooh. Actually, not a bad one. a mangrove snapper. I gave up. We're gonna try another spot. Oh man, it was a huge school of tarpon. I'm gonna try to quietly set up here. Pulled in, there was a, I don't know if the camera picked them up, I wasn't paying attention, but there was a big school of tarpon and it looked like some jacks with them. We're gonna shack up in here and see if we can hook something. Oh, some tarpon over there. I am quite positive I am not rigged for tarpon in any form or fashion. Those look like jacks based on, oh my gosh, look at all these. Look at all the tarpon. Those are jack crevalles, holy moly. Look at all the tarpon. Oh, they just realized what I was. Gotta be very quiet. Water's pretty dirty. There's a nice flow coming through here. It's not smoking or anything, but there definitely is water moving. Oh, there's a whole school of tarpon right here. Oh. I'm guessing that was a jack based on the bite. That's the angle you need. Jack Crevalle. Not a tiny one either. I know. Man, if you want to bend some rods and wear your arm out, this is a good fish for that. I've seen some people eat them. They actually almost... Sorry, buddy. Almost treat it like... Here. They actually have pretty gnarly teeth, and they have this rib like jacks do on the tail that'll actually cut you if you're not careful, but that is a jack crevalle. They will whoop your butt if you get into the big ones. This is a pretty small one for, well, it's a decent one for in the mangroves. You get on some of the deep wrecks, they get up 25, 35 pounds, like huge ones. That was pretty cool. We'll try that again. A lot of life here. A lot of snappers, a lot of tarpon. Those jacks. We'll sit here and throw some baits and see what else shows up. It's pretty neat. We're just gonna toss some freebies out just because there was so much life. I'm too noisy for those tarpon. If you thought I didn't know the first thing about snook, I really don't know the first thing about tarpon. Got action going on over here. Oh man, all this tarpon over there. Oh, I think a tarpon ate it. Right here. I think that was a, yeah, it's a tarpon ate it. Oh, cool. Oh, he spit it. Oh, that was neat. I can't eat them. That's about all I want out of them anyways, get one jump. Hate to wear them fish out and release them back into the wild. What a cool little spot. Just brimming with life, all kinds of stuff going on. So I sat there for a little while and the tarpon and the jacks and everything disappeared. There were some small mangroves, but no dice on my snook. It's already 5 o'clock. Probably gonna hit one more spot and see what we come up with. I'm having a great time, even though I haven't caught a snook, by the way. It's just a lovely day. It's a little warm. I don't mind sweating. Not so much concerned with bringing something home to eat today, just a nice day, wanted to get out. We'll see you at the next spot. I have not fished this spot in quite some time. So there's a nice deep trench. The current runs around this corner. You can see it's kind of shallow right here. Water's nice and clear though, which is not necessarily a good thing for fishing, but there's a deep trench on this side. So I'm gonna toss baits and on the cross or across and let them just drift down. See if we can get lucky. I scaled down to my little 5,000. Much lighter leader. It's pretty much a surefire way to hook a big fish, is to just not be prepared for it. See if it works. Almost too clear. I know the clear water looks nice, but for fishing, they almost get wise on you. Sometimes. We'll see. It's starting to feel like summertime out here. I'm loving it. A little steamy. Be amazed at the places I actually see snook diving. I see them more often than not off the reef, like deep, like 80-90 feet off the, oh, little dog snapper. I'll see them in big schools, like the big breeders, 30-40 pounders off the edge of the reef in like really big numbers. Beautiful little dog snapper. Look at that thing. Look at that colors. Blue teardrop. Yeah, it's pretty wild. See them a lot around wrecks. Obviously, I see them. Perfect. See them in the mangroves diving a lot. But to be honest, I think I probably see them more out in the deep water off the edge of the reef than I do inside. Want to get it right up against that edge. Like I said, that current runs around this corner. This one's shallow and it digs on that side and it gets really deep. It goes down to probably 15 feet or so. Some barracudas over there taking advantage of the freebies. What I want to do that I haven't done in forever, it may work out here, is bobber fish. like when you were a kid. Put a bait on a bobber, watch the bobber go down. It's such simple and pure fishing. All right. So I went back to that little heavier one. Proposed to the last spot because I want this to get down. I've got barracudas all across on this edge. If it sits up top for too long, they're going to grab it. And if there are snook, they're almost always going to stay down on the deep side or under something. They like to sit under these mangroves, under any overhang. I'm just fishing on credit. Big bait, big fish, right? Try and hook this one different, go down in the belly. Tail belly. Oop. Whew. Took off. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh, I'm still ready. This is still very big, but that was a big. Oh, are you kidding me? That bait was half the size of you. Those are 4 or 5 inch pilchards. I'll give it to you, you got guts. Oh! I lost it. Now it's a fish story. Felt big, but they all do. Those no-see-ums are starting to come out. I have a feeling my time is numbered. Come on, Mr. Snook. You can see mangroves chasing it. A bunch of them. Oh. Do it. Oh! Oh, he got me down in it. That fish felt a little faster. There's actually, like, I don't want to say ledges, but kind of deep cuts right there. Almost like potholes. I guess they kind of are ledges. I have seen some big snappers here. I've actually seen snook here diving. Goliath, big dog snappers, jacks. Seen a bunch of stuff. Oh, again. Nobody to blame but myself. It feels like they're swimming down into something, but I could just be missing the, oh, there's a big barracuda. I could just be missing the hook set. Pulling it too early and I'm just pulling it right out of their mouth. Who knows? Who knows? I know that the bite has got more frequent though. That looked like a big barracuda. Oh, it's a big barracuda. Ooh. That's my jig. That's why we don't like big barracudas. They take our jigs. I haven't given up yet. I'm sure you guys have. I have not. Uh-oh, the no-see-ums are here. They're aggressive bites. I'm guessing maybe it's just small ones and I'm missing it. Very snappery bites. Uh-oh. I broke loose. Stake pulled out of the mud. It's pretty much at the max here. Oh no, you know what's happening? The tide's coming in. My stake won't reach. Let's try a couple more until we drift away. Yeah, the tide's rising. That's okay. It just doesn't reach anymore. Went a little smaller bait to see if maybe if they are small ones. I'm sure that's what's happening here. I had a feeling. Last one. Last one. Uh-oh. I'm in a situation. And I missed it. Well, I think I give. No-see-ums are getting me. My time is up. Well, I am tapping out. Tide came up, I just drifted away. The no-see-ums are coming out. They're gonna start eating me alive, so I can take a hint. I did not find me a snook, but I had a spectacular day. I really enjoyed myself, so hopefully at least one of you out there enjoyed the video. Obviously, there will be no clean and cook on this one. Got nothing to clean or cook. I'm gonna go drop these baits off where I found them, and I am out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Later.